There was a bit of kismet involved. I think I think I would like to say that I've been incredibly lucky. There's almost a little bit of a kind of this like rose tinted glass. I think from an audience perspective, it sometimes feels like we choose what projects we want to. And honestly, as actors, we don't have as much choice as
Mm.
it comes across as being, right? Like I've auditioned for things and wanted them and not gotten them, like not got the roles. I've auditioned for things, not known I was going to get them and got them. I've like not known whether something was going to work out in my favor, given it a long shot, and it's worked out in my favor. And other things have been like, you know, it's such a combination of things. And whilst I try to be strategic in the way in which I approach my career, so I know there are things that I definitely say that I won't do, right? But um the combinations of things that have fallen into my lap and that have come my way and that I have received and gotten, um, I feel that feels like that feels like kismet. That feels like destiny in a way because I feel so lucky to have been able to do each and every single project that I've done. Like they've all taught me something very different. I've been able to explore different things. They've been genre bending and interesting, and I played women that I think are inspiring, that I want to represent. They tell interesting stories and you know, and I have gotten really lucky in that, I would say. Yeah, I can't claim to I can't claim to have like pushed for something. Like I didn't even know Project Hail Mary was like on the horizon. That just came like
Of
that
course.
just came my way. And I mean, it was a matter of me saying yes or no. And you know, I think I would have been crazy to say no. And for polite, I auditioned and I didn't know if I was going to get it. I think I auditioned a few times and I was like, this would be a really cool thing to do. I wonder if it'll happen. And I was lucky that all of those things fit together, both my interpretation of Ria, the director's vision, the producers, like everybody wanting us to work together as a team. And you know, those are so many variables that need to like come together in order for that to happen. So yeah, I think it's a combination of like me trying to be strategic, but also me just getting lucky.
Oh, wow. Bless you. That's such an honest answer. Thank you for that. But no, you've done such a fab job in all of those things. But Polite Society, let's not forget that absolutely beautiful green outfit that you were wearing and the Maar Daala dance. I was like, you were channelizing your inner Madhuri Dixit in that, weren't you?
Yeah. Oh my God, 100%. I remember watching Devdas when I was a child. I remember watching Madhuri dance and wanting to dance like her. And then like I would practice, we would do, I don't know if you used to do, I'm just gonna probably sound crazy, but me and my cousins would get together and we'd do dance competitions and we'd like, yeah, and we'd play Bollywood songs and then each of us would come up and choose a song and we'd perform to the song and then like, you know, and then we'll decide who wins. And the eldest cousin would just be diplomatic enough to let everyone win like one time after. But like this was our childhood and you know, I watched a large combination of like Hollywood, British film, TV, and Bollywood, Indian cinema, Indian TV, you know, and so that was a large part of the thing that inspired me to do what I do and
Right.
to want to be a performer, to want to I still, you know, love to dance. And I remember being on that set that day and like it was just crazy. Like I went up to Nitha the next day and I did just tell her, I was like, thank you, you literally made like my dreams come true because this is like who gets to do that?
Yeah.
Who gets to reenact the thing that they saw in their head and thought that they were crazy for seeing in their head, you know. And I got to do it in a really funny and fun way, which you know, Ria obviously puts her spin on everything.
She
She gets.
does. No, she does. But I think it was really lovely. And I know you've mentioned as well that you do really aspire to work with Sanjali Labansali, the director of
Oh
the.
yeah, I've said that before. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's
So
cool.
I really hope that happens for you. But no, I'm glad you talked about Ria because Ria for me was revolutionary. She was a rebel, but also at the same time, she was someone who really embraces who she is identity wise. And I feel like, Priya, that's kind of been a streak in the characters you've also played. There's a bit of rebellion that you have, but there's also that, like I said earlier, the compassion, the rooted aspect as well. So do
Mhm.
you feel like, as an artist, you in a way have to bring a bit of you in all the characters that you play, even if they are of a different spectrum and a different world as well?
Ah, I think it kind of naturally happens. Um, so much of our understanding of these people come through our understanding and experience in life, right? Like I can understand Ria's ambition or determination. I can understand her anger, her love, all of those things through things that I also have experienced in my life. Even if they're different contextually, I know that feeling, right? And so I think naturally some bits of us just come out in them. There have been characters that I've played, like I did a show, Dope Girls, on BBC, and I played a character, Lily, who was incredibly different from me. And that was very transformational in terms of the way in which I had to approach that role and prep for it, right? So I think there was less of me in her, but I think within the process of finding her, there was a lot of me in it. So I think probably people still did see a tiny bit of me within that, if that's the case.
Mm.
Um, it's hard to tell actually. So sometimes I can't even tell. It just depends on how I get to them.
Fair.